Hey there, fellas. Now, it's become something of a fun trend recently with viewers hitting us up and sending in some cool suggestions. As always, we got a car, though we might use a different one, we're not sure yet. And we've got this item right here. It's an iron frying pan, which is unbelievably heavy. Well, I mean, yeah, iron is a heavy material compared to steel. We've got two of them, and someone was actually egging us on, like, can you guys make brakes out of iron pans, or can you not? I think we can. We've got the pans, a car, so let's make some brakes and try them out, see how they work. Let's do this. We make brake rotors out of frying pans. Translation and voiceover by BMI Russian. Check it out. The pans are in place. Everything is looking good. But there is a slight problem. That enormous rim lodges right into the caliper, as you can see. Damn it. What do we do? I guess we're gonna have to cut it off. Otherwise, this ain't rotating. Right, well, let's get this onto a lathe and remove that rim. As much as we can to get the rotor, the pan to freely rotate together with the wheel. So we've assembled this with screws that go in flush. Everything is good. We've fitted 12 of those. They're sitting nice and flush. And we're not going to be cross-drilling these, with them being frying pans. We made a groove on the hub part, fitted this, and it all came together nicely. This one is already in place. And here's what I suggest we do. We're going to fit the second one, get the car onto a trailer, and head on over to the test track. Alright, we're out on the test track. It's all good, the frying pans are a great fit. Now, we didn't do any braking yet, but the wheels were rotating, meaning that the makeshift brake rotors were also rotating. The pans, That resulted in a bit of rubbing, but the pads only slightly wore these down. These are still effectively new, so let's go try them out. Let's give this a try. Now, obviously, the car is gonna move with no issue. I haven't touched the brakes once yet, but I'm already willing to get up to speed. At least a modest speed. The pedal is really mushy. Great, we have pressure. Hey, they do slow the car down. But that is to be expected. Let me try that again. I don't know why the pedal is so mushy. Probably just need to give it a pump. But hey, it does brake. And pretty well, too. But then iron is iron. Aren't conventional rotors also made of iron? And let's try them. If I'm being totally honest, I've got no brakes. I have no idea why. Where'd my brakes go? What's the speed? 60? 70? No. Wait, no, where are you going? I got no brakes. I don't understand what's going on. Where are my brakes? They literally don't work. Okay, I see. The pads, they've cleaned up the rotor. It's shiny, so that's all good. The pedal just goes to the floor. Oh, wow, that is some severe wear. Wow. After just a couple of stops, the pads are seriously worn. And they used to be brand new. Holy cow. So that shagreen on the rotors, the surface of the frying pans is really wearing the brake pads down. These were cooked in an instant. Alright, let's drive some more. I am quite interested to find out how long they're gonna last. $75. $79.80. Come on, brake! Holy cow. These frying pans. What's up? Say what? Smells like burned pads? It sure does, and the pads are rapidly deteriorating. There's even less material left. But then when you're braking from 80 Ks, the rotor is dusty, the wheel, the brake disc, and it's the same story on this side as well. Yo, Sergey, something's wrong. The rotor is coated in something. Yeah, looks like brake fluid to me. See? Jack the car up, let's have a look. Now, the fluid leak was caused by the piston popping out, and we lost a pad. We found it lying out on the test track, and the friction material's gone. There's only metal left. The spring that is supposed to keep the pad from moving around has also been grinded down. And, yeah, a piston popped out, which was followed by a fluid leak. It's mostly the same picture on the other side, though here the piston hasn't popped out. The rivets for the springs have actually lodged into each other. But that being said, the pads are staying put and not trying to evacuate. Why don't we remove them for examination? Yeah, it's about the same. Except that one of them is... Wow, I expected to see bare metal, but on one side we lost a pad and the piston popped out. But here there was metal-on-metal contact, and I was hearing a horrendous noise. With the piston pushing on the inner pad, it was the one screeching. The guides are not seized, but that's how the force was exerted. And that was the end of the brakes on this car. Okay, we got this side on a jack. We've removed the wheel, installed pads with some life in them, and now we're gonna get a good look at what's going on with them. Start the engine. Stop. Yo, stop. We forgot to secure the rotor. Let's go. Try second. Oh my. Spin it up. Spin it up. Look at that. That is intense. Look at how... and the dust. That's the friction material wearing off the pad. Far out, man. And it's getting real hot. Start it back up. That's a wrap. It's worn to the metal. Come on, keep going. And as you can see, this is getting real hot real fast. Like really fast, look at that. We have smoke. The frying pan is cooking. It is roasting the friction material on the pads. And that's it. That's enough. That'll do. And so there you go, guys. The pads are cooked. And it didn't even take long. This was a pretty good idea for an experiment, but you see what has actually come out of it. Anyways, send your suggestions. We could weld or cast something else. As for this experiment, the results are quite obvious. And that's all I got for you. Watch us, subscribe, send in your suggestions, comment, give us a big thumbs up. All right, catch you later.